hey there, I'm Lori Lindsay, and this is today's Love and Light Message from Spirit. And boy, my glasses look really dark today, don't they? I have lights on, and I don't know. I don't know. So today's Friday, and this is the message from Spirit. I'm going to do another messages from her. Sparked a lot of conversation yesterday, and here she is, Marie Curie. She actually won 2 Nobel Prizes, and then, because the internet is so weird, I started getting all these things about women, and I didn't even Google this. I didn't Google it. I didn't look anything up. I just talked about it, right? And see, this is another thing, my phone's listening to me. And I started getting things on my book of face that was telling me about women who did not win the Peace Prize, but like their supervisor or boss did in their name because they were a woman. Yeah, see? Weird. So how are you doing today? Do you have plans for the weekend? I feel like this is kind of the lull before the storm in a lot of ways. It's like we still got a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. And then, then it really gets crazy, right? But it's not going to get crazy this year because we're going to stay grounded. We're going to stay in touch with our inner selves. I have a few things that'll help you with that. I have a 7-day email challenge to raise your vibration. Go ahead and find it in my LinkedIn. And I have a class next weekend, a week from tomorrow, on how to trust your intuition, how to move beyond that doubt and say, yeah, I believe what my soul and what my spirit guides are telling me. So that's next Saturday, and it's going to be on a Saturday morning because I've had a ton of requests for, I got to pick this up. I've had a ton of requests for classes to happen on a weekend morning, and that's great. I'm glad people give me feedback. Give me feedback. Yeah. So a card did pop out. Serena and Venus Williams. That's the one that fell on the floor. Sisterhood. This is kind of going along with some of the other things we've had recently, like tend to your friends and, connect with people. And, these two are pretty strong sisters. If you're not sure who they are professional tennis players, and they are living in a world that was made for white, male, right? I mean, women now are a part of tennis, but it really is a white person sport. So for them to rise to the top is amazing. Once again, people are people. It doesn't matter the color of their skin. Another thing about them is that I can't remember which one. I think it was Serena, but it could be Venus. When she'd hit the ball, she made this noise. Because she put in all this effort. And they actually created a stupid rule that you can't make noise. Okay, I'm sorry, but if she was white, they never would. And if she was a man, they never would have made that rule. Never. I mean, let's just talk about how long it took for women and men, men of color to actually rise to the top. Arthur Ashe, that was like in the 70s. A woman, what is her name? People are going to tell me in the comments, and that's great. And she won, I don't know if it was the British Open or the US Open, but we've had to fight harder. If we're not a white male, we just have always had to fight harder. So sisterhood, let's see what the book says about sisterhood. Serena. Oh, a new podcast dropped. It's on meditation myths. Things we tell ourselves that are not true about meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be a 30-minute everyday ritual. It could be 60 seconds if it needs to be. Okay, the success of every woman should be inspiration to another. We should rise up and raise each other up. Serena said that. Venus's quote is, the message I like to convey to women and girls across the globe is there is no glass ceiling. Sisterhood, you are supported by a vast sisterhood of women reaching far and wide through space and time. The sisterhood among women is sacred. It's here to uplift and build your confidence. Whether or not you have sisters or a visible community of women in your life, the power and love of sisterhood of the sisterhood supports you. When feeling doubt, uncertainty, or loneliness, call on the invisible thread of power that has been connecting women since the dawn of time. Ask it to bring powerful women into your life who will propel your growth and success. Don't forget to ask the success of other women. Applaud them, compliment them. Ask if there are ways you can support their dreams. There is enough abundance, beauty, wealth, and power for all of us. It's not a competition. Focus on being the best version of yourself for yourself. Don't let your success come at a deterrent of other sisters. Yeah, we're all in this together. I love that. So yesterday I reached out to a couple of my now very close friends. They started off as followers here on TikTok. And I asked them a question about the classes coming up on Saturday. And I just said, would you prefer this or would you prefer that? I'm really into getting feedback from people. And what I found is that, well, I stepped away from my phone to do other things. And the two of them continued to have a conversation that really had nothing to do with what I posted about, but they just needed each other's support in that moment. And I thought, this community is so freaking awesome because, you know, they felt safe enough and vulnerable enough to share some things that were going on. And there were like 5 or 6 text messages when I came back to my phone. And I just felt like I have really tapped into something here with some very, very special people. I am so incredibly blessed. I love it. I love it. And that we're building a sisterhood, and it's not just women. It's not. There's a couple of men who have signed up to be part of classes and Meditation Monday too. And so I can't really call it a sisterhood, but I definitely would say there is a circle of us happening here, and it's so exciting. It's so exciting. So let's take in the calmness of the universe and then release. I hope you're all having a blessed day and a blessed